now that I'm here, I really kind of am in the mindset. Listen, it's the first day, but I'm like, okay, whatever it takes, we got to figure this out. This is the dream and we're living it. We can't. Hey, I figured I'd hop in and get things going. Today I am going to New York, and of course, before we go, we have to get our favorite things, okay? This is called The Hunk. It's at one of my favorite restaurants in Phoenix, vegan restaurant. And we have to get a breakfast burrito. So we're gonna go do that. And then we have to finish up packing. I probably won't vlog for all of that. Honestly, I just really wanted to show this, okay? We're enjoying the vibes over here right now, you know what I'm saying? And later on, we're gonna be at the airport and we're doing the thing. We are going to New York City, and I am so excited. I still can't believe it's happening, but it's happening, so let's do it. Oh my goodness. Here we are. Sorry if things are backwards on here. I'm using the front-facing camera because I'm walking and we want to be comfortable. We are here at the airport, still in Phoenix right now, but we are going to be heading to New York. A 1 hour, 2 hour layover in Charlotte. I can't remember. It's a red eye, so you know, gotta get ready for that, of course. I'm good at sleeping, though. I have my earplugs somewhere in my glorious bag over here, so we should be good with that. But I can't believe this is happening. I was feeling, honestly, like just so much grief and fear in the car, and there's no way that I would have been like, I don't want to go, but like also inside I was like, do I want to go? And then literally as soon as I walked through security and made it to the other side and like, you know, got on like the flat escalator things, I don't know what they're called, you know what I'm talking about, the things that you can walk really fast on, or it feels like you're walking really fast. As soon as I was on those, I was like, oh my God, I'm here and it's happening, and I'm really excited. I don't know, airports make me feel like I'm at home. Like they just do. They do. I love airports so much. I'm excited. I think that I'm gonna go ahead and use the restroom, and then we can go ahead and sit down. I'm trying to decide, do I want to do, well, I can always go to the restroom twice if I really need to. I think it's about 20 minutes before boarding. I'm right by the gate. I'm just circling at this point so that way I can film this and not feel super weird sitting down next to a stranger talking. But yeah, let's do it. Made it to the next gate. I don't even have to wait. Like, they're already boarding. It's not because there was a delay in Phoenix or anything. Oh my God. I got my cardio in for the week. I'll tell you that much. I had to try to like sneak to go to the bathroom real fast, real quick. It's also doing red eye, so it's like I don't want to wake up the neighbors because I got window seats both times, which is better for leaning anyway. But, oh my God. There you go. New York, LaGuardia. Let's go.
Or just passing through, we want to thank you for choosing American Airlines to be part of your journey. Safe travels and have a good rest of your week.
excited that I have boots on the ground. I'd show you that I actually literally just almost tripped on the escalator, and I'm not going to embarrass myself any further. Sorry if the audio is bad. I just realized my hand was maybe blocking it. But yeah, we're here. Now we need to get an Uber to the apartment. I wouldn't be opposed to doing the subway, except for I have 2 really heavy bags in addition to the ones that I'm also carrying, and I am a small person. Oh, I see one of them. I see one of them on the carousel. Life hack, I ended up packing 1 empty bag in case they made me check in this one. And so I was able to put my laptop, this purse, and all of that stuff. I've already put it back in here. But also, for reference, this is the top of my hip. This is where this suitcase is. So this is why I'm gonna need to do a ride share right now. I guess I'll check in when I get to the apartment, because I'm gonna make sure that I can kind of be on my watch and pay attention. So, but we're here. We're here. Here's the room, the accommodation, if you will. It's my friend's roommate's room. I've not met the person whose room I'm borrowing, but we're here. We're alive. Holy humid. Everyone's like, Arizona, dry heat. I'm like, okay, you might be onto something. Look like, oh, well, there's also nothing. No AC thing on right now, so that should help. Hey, wow, I guess we can go ahead and they left the drawers and stuff for me. Oh, it's gonna be loud now, but I'm gonna go ahead and unpack. Yeah, I think my big thing today is I want to get some sneakers. I gotta get food. Today we just gotta handle all of the basic necessities. But yeah, I have sandals, but there's no way in hell that I'm gonna continue to wear my Docs in the summer. That's honestly just in the hopes that I stay long enough for the weather to start getting cool enough to wear Docs. It's a pretty long hallway too. It's actually washer and dryer unit. You know that's a huge luxury here. Listen, it's not a Steinway, but we can absolutely do some Bach magic on this, okay? Kitchen area. Right, and here's to manifesting my own perfect long-term living situation. But I'm like, for short term, are you kidding me? This is perfect. This is literally perfect. Okay, here we are. You have to forgive the noise, you know, like swamp cooler sort of situation here. But we have a room. We have a room. Where do I set you up? Bam. Hi. Oh, that's a wire. So I'm subletting. I have a friend who lives here. She, ironically enough, is out of town right now. And I am staying in her roommate's room right now. So this is the spot. I've not met the roommate, and I guess I won't, because I'll be, well, that's not totally true. I mean, because her and I could like hang out afterwards and stuff like that. But hang on, let's flip around so that way we get like everything, you know? So it's obviously a combination of my stuff, a combination of his stuff or whatever, because he's only out for like the month. I'm trying so hard to turn this on. What did I do before? Maybe it just died. Maybe it needs to be charged. But we've got the closet set up. I have clothes in here. We've got shirts, socks and underwear, you know, bras and stuff like that. We've got pants there, and I've got more stuff down there. I put my other things up here. We've got like toiletries. I brought a puzzle. I love this puzzle so much. It's a moth. I'll do that later. Well, maybe not today, but we have that in case we get bored. Other clothes and stuff. Hot water bottle, because sometimes I need that. Camera stand. Hi, we've got that. And then we even set up things over here. I've got makeup, skincare, and then I have these bags, which I'm gonna go ahead and take with me. Now we're gonna go ahead and try to go on a quest because I need food. So I need to go grocery shopping. What's the other thing? I'm sorry, I just took like a short nap. I had a red eye, so like we're barely like here right now, but we're here. Whether we're barely here or not, we're here. Oh yeah, I wanted to get sneakers because right now we're gonna have to rock Tevas because that's what we have. So, but it's still summer and it's good to have street shoes. So like we got to figure that out. But I think we're gonna work on food first. We'll see. I have to figure out how to do the subway because I swear I've been here before, but they don't have the Metro card anymore. So now that that is not the system, I kind of have to figure out what the updated system is. So let's go do that. Hello there. We have real sounds of the city in the background, so you're just gonna have to enjoy the ambiance. I promise the sounds are real. I did not impose them through the magic of editing or anything crazy. It's hot. Listen, it's not Arizona hot, okay? I think I still will die on the hill that our heat is, you know, like, oh, it's a dry heat. Yeah. I will say, being inside, I don't end up feeling as much relief, although I don't think there's any air units on right now. I'll put the one on in my room in a little bit. My room, I love it. We went on a little shopping haul, and by shopping haul, I mean groceries. So we went to Trader Joe's, we got spinach. So we're gonna do mushroom and spinach with pasta. We have blueberries in here. Bestie was like, you have to try the blueberries. Apparently they're really good in New York, although I don't know that the imports in Trader Joe's are going to be anything special, so we'll probably have to go somewhere else, but that's okay. I was just like, you know what, breakfast, I don't have to think, which is great because I don't have a whole lot of capacity to think. We have these. I'm just realizing now that everything is going to be backwards with the font. You know what? With the magic of editing, I can do a little mirror thing and change stuff. We have pasta. This is good. That's gonna go along with the spinach and mushrooms. I promise there's sauce in here. Here we go. We did go to a different store for this because this is not at Trader Joe's. I don't really like the Trader Joe's sauces. I don't know, I'm picky. Listen, I'm Italian. I did also learn recently that you're supposed to do slow drying pasta. This is not, but you know what? Also, I think that convenience is going to be something that I'm gonna have to start to learn to get used to because I usually go out of my way for things. And yeah, when you're having to do, you know, transit everywhere or whatever, yeah, you know what I'm saying. My brain is not working right now because I got like 2 naps. I didn't get real sleep. And then on the plane. And then I came here, I was talking to my best friend for a while. And then I was going to take another nap and I started to. And as I was out shopping, I'm like, that's the alarm for the nap. I think I probably napped for like 2 minutes and I was like, oh, I was unconscious for some period of time. Good enough, let's go get food because we're going off of instinct right now. Stamina, you know what I'm saying? Cucumbers, these are really great to, I guess I could eat them with the hummus. I could, but also genuinely just great to eat plain. I've been liking to have tea in the evening, and I don't care that it's hot outside right now. I was like, let's get chamomile tea. Q-tips, I figured I'd need those at some point. Coconut oil, I use this for so much. I use it for cooking, but I also use it for like taking off makeup. I could use it for gua sha. You know, it's not the best for gua sha, but like it does the job. And then we got rice. I probably will end up doing some rice and beans stuff. I didn't get the beans or the spices or the bell peppers for it. I'll do that at some point. My college roommate showed me how to do like Cuban rice and beans, and it's tasty and it's a great thing to have when you're broke. And so I'm like, we're not necessarily trying to manifest that, but like, I feel like it's part of the initiation process. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to figure out how you're gonna make the food work on a budget when you first move to New York City. So that's that. And then I needed a towel. I thought this was so cute. This feels like, you know, little taxi checkered pattern. So that's that. And then I wanted face towels to match. They didn't have the exact one, but they had still, it's like the black and whites match. It was the only other one that had like the black and whites matching. So that's why we went with what we did. That's what we have so far. I literally put water on the stove to boil so that way I can make the pasta right away, because now it's kicked in. I'm hungry. I realized I need laundry detergent still. And other than that, I think I honestly genuinely have a lot of the basics covered. I'm sure I'll need to get more food soon. I don't know, when I was living in Europe, it was, you get your groceries every couple of days. Of course, things spoil a lot more easily over there too, but everything's like very accessible, and that's just kind of how things go. So yeah, being on the on one of like the trams though, I was like, oh my gosh, it smells like the S-Bahn like in Berlin or whatever. It was cool. It was fun. It feels like Berlin a little bit, except a little bit smellier, less clean, and right now more hot. I was in Berlin from like August to December when I lived there. So I did it like a study abroad in college. It was my minor. Deutsch war mein Nebenfach. Let's go ahead and put some of this stuff away. And then I'm gonna make pasta with the spinach and the mushrooms, like I said. And I'm also going to go ahead and take a shower and get into some fresh clothes. I really badly, like, my soul wants to be out in the city just doing everything right now, but my body is like, so how about we do that tomorrow? And how about for right now, we get as organized as possible. Maybe try to figure out like what jobs we're gonna apply to and what not to. You know what I'm saying? Or even start the application process today, so that way maybe tomorrow I can go around and be like, hi, did you get it? That's probably what we're gonna have to do. I have a few ideas in mind. I don't know if I'll end up sharing, because like if I end up getting them, then I don't know that I really want my place of origin to be on the internet, if you know what I'm saying. We're gonna try to be open-minded. There are things that I would prefer to do over other things, I will say. At the same time, now that I'm here, I really kind of am in the mindset, listen, it's the first day, but I'm like, okay, whatever it takes, we gotta figure this out. This is the dream and we're living it. We can't, you only get one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted. Would you capture it or let it slip? Sleep sounds great, but food first. Okay, I'm gonna go take care of that. I'll be back. I'll show you my dinner when we have it together. But in the meantime, I'm gonna put all this mess away. Okay, here is my dinner. Bam. Pasta, Rayo sauce, spinach, mushrooms, a little bit of crushed red pepper. It looks like it's about to maybe get rainy. I don't know, they said it was 40% chance of rain today. That's gonna take some getting used to. Being in a place where it actually rains, that's wild. Although the one thing that I will be sad about is the fact that I will be missing the time that it actually does rain in Arizona, because nothing beats monsoons, okay? Nothing beats the monsoon sunsets specifically. It's like cotton candy clouds. Pictures, videos could not possibly capture what it actually looks like. I know I don't have anything that like even remotely looks like it, but I will try to see if I can like find something on Google to show you a little bit about what it looks like. We're gonna see where the energy takes me. I think I'm just gonna sit out here and enjoy my dinner for a second, maybe scroll for a second, just kind of let myself be in my little space. I'm like, I should try it. I know what it's gonna taste like. This is like one of my go-to like easy meals. This is my I didn't have to think about it kind of meal. I forgot to ask about water. I think people just drink from the tap here though, yeah? Oh, I hit my knee. That's what, I don't remember what I hit it on. Don't worry about the bruise, we're okay. Don't you love the ambiance of like everyone talking? Thankfully I do have earplugs too, so that way if it bothers me when I go to sleep at night. Although my room seems like it's a little bit quieter than it is out here, so that's helpful. This part is like by the street. I'm not gonna show you just because, you know, safety and stuff. But it's pretty. I mean, there's trees, there's red brick, and the window that I'm looking outside right now literally has a fire escape. Like, it could not be more stereotypical New York, you know what I'm saying? I'll check in later if I have any other updates, but for right now, I'm just gonna chill. It's actually the end of day 2 over here. I am exhausted. I walked 8 miles today, which is, it's really good that before I left for New York, I had kind of been, well, not so much in the past couple of months actually, but there was a period of time where I was like walking 8 miles a day, and I'd make a joke and be like, I walked a full M&M today. Today, we ended up getting some walking shoes though, so you can see I haven't even taken the tags off yet. Got them at Burlington. Let's see, $39.99. The air unit just went on and it's making noise now. Okay, I tried to cool off the room for a few minutes, so hopefully it doesn't make any noise while I'm trying to film here. But yeah, I just tried these on again. And these are great because I wanted something that was going to not be absolutely devastating to walk in if it started to rain a little bit. They're not like full-on storm rain shoes, of course, but it's gonna be better than my Tevas that were like kind of getting wet and slipping with a couple of the puddles that were in the street and stuff, and definitely better than my Docs right now because my Docs are leather and I need to get the protective spray again because I don't have any with me. And also the Docs are for when it starts to get cold or colder, because it is hot right now, but I noticed pretty much everybody is still, for the most part, walking around in more like street shoes, not really a whole lot of sandals and stuff. Not that the sandals are totally a no-go, I just felt like I stuck out a little bit with the Tevas, but like I said, for practical reasons, I think there's a reason that people end up using more of like a street shoe or sneaker. My goodness, the air again. 1 second. We're just gonna turn it off and let it get wild and hot in here if it has to. Not much to report on the rest of yesterday. I know I had to take a nap at some point after eating, and then I was kind of trying to figure out some potential places to apply for job-wise. And then I closed the night out with a little bit of watching the Gilmore Girls, I don't know like what to call it. It's the one that was made like a few years ago. The more recent one. That like, yeah, I have no idea what to call it. So I'm just gonna call it the little Gilmore Girls like reunion. It was good. This is some footage from the night.
Did you read her New Yorker piece that she wrote? I put it on the...
Rory is a 32-year-old college-educated woman with no permanent address. That's not normal.
Can I be excused? They're playing soccer out there and they seem to be short a man.
Go.
Hi, I'm Kirk. Over here.
Explain to me again who that person is.
Honestly probably gonna do that to close out tonight as well. And then when I woke up today, I ended up having to go back to sleep like several times because I woke up around 6 a.m., which felt insane because that's really kind of like a 6-hour difference because I was not waking up that early in Arizona, and then also there still is a time difference, and then also I had a red eye and I had spent the whole day before that packing. Like there's so many things, so many reasons as to why I should be as tired as I am. Not to mention, like, I had a full performance weekend last weekend, right? So I'm still trying to just catch up from that. Yeah, and then obviously we're trying to move here, and it's you know, the pressure's on now. Like, I have to figure things out. There have been a couple of suggestions from friends and stuff like that, so we're gonna explore all avenues. I did do a little impromptu interview today. I don't know if I want to say what it was for. I think, I don't know. I don't know for sure yet. Like, I'm like, I give myself the opportunity to change my mind. But what I can think of for right now is that maybe the lesson in this particular instance was that sometimes you just realize that it's not really a fit for you. You know, I kind of think about it in terms of like, maybe I need to get better at the whole job thing like I would if it was a relationship. This is just a little elastic thing that came on the shoe, by the way, and now I'm just gonna fidget with it. So anyway, like, if I were to put this in a dating scenario, sometimes it's about like truly seeing if it's a fit, and it may or may not be a fit for them, but it also may or may not be a fit for you, right? And that's kind of how I felt going through that. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it was cool, literally first day, like, boots on the ground, like, outside of the apartment sort of scenario, and I already, like, walked into a shop and was like, hey, are you guys hiring? I'm new. They're like, our hiring manager is on break right now, but let me take down your information. They did. They gave me a call while I was in the middle of buying the shoes, and I was like, yeah, I can walk right back. Let me just check out. I'm buying some street shoes right now. And I did, and I walked there and wham, bam, done. Like, did it, you know? So I'm proud of myself for that. But yeah, I think that's the thing is, like, this is a city where there is literally so much opportunity. Maybe I need to be open. Like, there might be some scenarios in which I might have to accept something that is not going to be my favorite thing straight out the gate in order to be able to, like, obviously have money and pay rent and, like, get things going. That being said, this thing would have been in a field of something that I enjoy, but I wouldn't be making a lot of money probably, I imagine, if it is anything like it was in the past for me, because I've done this sort of thing before. It's one of those things where it can really mess with, like, your well-being and your personal stuff if, like, it's not a good fit. I'll just say that. That being said, I'd almost rather have a really shitty job that I go into just knowing that it's shitty, but knowing that there's consistent pay and knowing that, you know what I mean? Because that's the other thing is, like, I'd have to, like, hustle and fight for this sort of thing, and I'm like, it ain't worth it. I don't like it that much, and the ways in which I do like it, it's all gonna be tainted, and I have experience, and I have to kind of trust my experience on this one. I guess, like, I leave myself somewhat open in case, like, they do call and offer something and I really, really need to give it a try. I think that there's maybe just some conflicts in terms of, like, beliefs and stuff like that too, that just would be a challenging thing to manage, and I don't really know that it'd be fully worth it in this case. Maybe I'll speak more about it on another time, but for right now, we're just gonna leave it at that. Other than that, I decided to go to a bagel shop, and I got a bagel. It was really good. It was in Brooklyn. I wanted to check out Brooklyn since I hadn't been there yet. So the other times I've been to New York, it's just not a place that I've explored yet and stuff. I think there's less touristy stuff, right? And that's kind of what I realized while I was walking around. I'm like, this seems like one of those places where there's probably a good amount of stuff that ends up happening if you are somebody who like lives there, or you know somebody who lives there, right? Like you kind of have to be in the know, I think, to get like the experience out of it, you know, like you're not just going to, it's not like walking into Times Square and things are just going to be catered to you, right? Which is cool. I mean, hi, we want to learn to experience things like the locals do. And then I just went into a bunch of different thrift shops because I was trying to get the shoe situation sorted, because I was like, I don't want to be screwed if it ends up raining. I need to have something that can just like sustain just well enough to be able to walk through different weather conditions. So, and I know that, like I said, those are not necessarily rain shoes. They're better alternatives, I'm sure, but I also wanted something that I could just wear while it's hot. I needed something that was going to be an overall like sort of thing, right? I'm trying not to travel with too much right now because I'm also gonna have to move apartments at some point. I know you see a lot of stuff, but not everything that you see is mine. I mean, a good majority of the stuff that's on the shelves are mine, but there's also a lot of other stuff that's like left over from the other roommate, since I'm only subletting for a month. So like the calendar, that's not mine. All of these leaves, as fun as they are, it's not mine. The artwork, not mine. Not mine, not mine, not mine. Phoebe, friends, anyone? Anyway, I think what we're gonna do for the rest of the evening is, I think I'm honestly gonna edit this video, then eventually watch Gilmore Girls and go to sleep. And then tomorrow I have a couple of ideas of places I might do some job applications like online, because tomorrow I have ideas about where I'd like to walk in person to go and do more of that. But I think that for those ones, we want to submit something first and then go and introduce, myself. We'll do a little bit of that. But yeah, I think I kind of want to unwind with doing a little bit of the video editing first, because I think that that'll just be a little bit more satisfying for my brain. And honestly, I just kind of need a little bit of that after the experience today. It wasn't bad by any means. I'm just tired. It was just kind of like, oh yeah, like this is going to be part of the process, is also having to filter through the things that don't fit. So I guess this video ended up kind of being a little bit of the first 2 days here in New York. We're going to continue, I don't know exactly what the full setup's going to be, with the videos that I'm doing. I finally felt inspired enough to make a little bit more content, I think, because I really want to document it for myself. And so I'm kind of motivated because I'm not trying to have any sort of end goal with the content. Like, this genuinely feels like something that I want to do for me. Because of that, I don't know, it's a more enjoyable process. It's something for me to be able to connect with after this chapter of life, and have a bit, and be able to kind of connect right now too, right? Like it's a little video diary. It'll be fun. But thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.